Have you ever wondered why do we make bad money decisions? You work hard for your paycheck, yet at the end of the month, you might find yourself wondering where all your money went. Why did you buy that expensive gadget you barely use? Why do you keep swiping your credit card for things that don't really matter? And why does saving money feel so hard, even when you know it's the right thing to do? Well, you're not alone. Our brains aren't wired to make perfect financial decisions. In fact, psychology plays a massive role in how we spend, save, and invest. Today, we'll uncover the hidden psychological biases that cause us to make poor money choices and how you can outsmart them. But here's the real question. If we know better, why don't we do better? The answer is both fascinating and unsettling. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand the forces working against you, you'll also have the tools to fight back and take control of your financial future. Imagine this. You're standing in front of two doors. One leads to $100 in cash right now. The other, $110, but you have to wait a month to collect it. Which door do you choose? If you picked the $100 now, you're not alone. This is called present bias, the tendency to prioritize immediate rewards over greater long-term gains. This psychological trap is why so many people struggle to save money. We're wired to focus on the present rather than the future. Research from behavioral economists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky shows that humans are more sensitive to immediate rewards than delayed ones, even if the long-term option is better. Think about all the ways this bias shows up in daily life. Why do people buy expensive coffee every day instead of saving for a vacation? Why do we binge-watch TV shows instead of working on long-term goals? It's because our brains prioritize instant pleasure over future benefits. And companies know this. From buy now, pay later schemes to instant one-click shopping, businesses are designed to take advantage of our impulse-driven brains. Amazon, for example, makes checking out as easy as a single tap. They remove friction so you don't have time to reconsider your purchase. The impact of this bias extends far beyond shopping. Studies show that people who struggle with delayed gratification often have more debt, lower savings, and even poorer health outcomes. The famous Stanford marshmallow experiment demonstrated this in children. Those who could resist eating a marshmallow for a bigger reward later ended up being more successful later in life. So, how can you fight present bias? One strategy is to automate your savings. By setting up automatic transfers to your savings account, you remove the temptation to spend that money before you even see it. Another powerful method is to make future rewards feel more tangible. Instead of just saying, "I'll save for retirement," visualize exactly what that future looks like: a beautiful beach, a debt-free life, financial freedom. The more vividly you can picture your future, the more motivated you'll be to make smarter financial decisions today. Picture this. You're buying a brand new phone. You pull out $1,000 in cash, count the bills, and hand them over. Now imagine the same purchase, but this time, you simply tap your credit card. Which one feels more painful? If you said the cash purchase, you're right. A study by George Lowenstein and Dražen Prelec found that people experience psychological discomfort when handing over physical cash. However, when using credit cards, the pain of paying is significantly reduced. This is why casinos use chips instead of real money. It disconnects you from the reality of losing cash. The same principle applies to digital payments. Apple Pay, Google Pay, and contactless transactions all make spending effortless. And this is exactly why credit card companies want you to use plastic. When the pain is hidden, you're more likely to overspend. To make matters worse, research shows that people spend up to 100% more when using credit cards instead of cash. Think about it. How many times have you bought something expensive on a credit card without hesitation, but felt hesitant to spend the same amount in cash? Want to control your spending? Try using cash for discretionary purchases. The physical act of handing over money makes you more aware of your spending. Another trick is to set spending alerts on your bank account. Seeing a notification every time you spend makes you more conscious of your habits. Have you ever felt like you need to spend money now because you might not have enough in the future? This is called the scarcity mindset, and it can lead to poor financial decisions. Research by economist Sendil Mullainathan and psychologist Eldar Shaffer found that people who feel financially constrained are more likely to make short-term financial decisions that hurt them in the long run. When we feel scarcity, we focus on immediate needs instead of long-term goals. This is why people living paycheck to paycheck often struggle to save. It's not just a budgeting issue, it's a psychological one. The way to overcome this is by shifting your focus to abundance. Start by tracking small financial wins. Every dollar saved is a step toward financial security. Recognize that financial growth happens incrementally and focus on the progress you're making rather than the obstacles in your way. What if I told you that your money habits are shaped by how you see yourself? Studies show that people often spend based on their identity. If you see yourself as someone who enjoys luxury, you'll justify expensive purchases. If you see yourself as bad with money, you might make reckless financial choices just to confirm that belief. To break free, redefine your financial identity. Instead of saying, "I'm bad with money," tell yourself, "I'm learning to manage money wisely." This simple shift can help you make better financial choices. So, why do we make bad money decisions? Because our brains are wired in ways that often work against us. But now that you know these psychological traps, you can start making smarter financial choices. What's one money habit you want to change? Let us know in the comments below.